Alright, yo, we're just running this shit. Quick continuation to that video I just put out. So just working with the deck a little bit longer. I'm actually trying out not with the mermails, and I did replace with the white aura cards. So the reasoning I did this was I was thinking about what kind of fishes I want to play to my deck, and I was thinking about how leaf fish has actually pretty good synergy with grabbing Pisces, because you can go like leaf fish send Pisces as your normal summon if you don't open like the bangers, and then you can go like Aria banish the Ghoti from your graveyard, and then you can trigger Pisces that way. I also really like that leaf fish. Gives you the draw, gives you some recursion by like putting cards back. I like the extra deck cards. It puts Asking back in your extra deck, or it can, and it could put Porpoise back in your extra deck. Serpent, cool, I guess. And then it just gets you that draw, which is just really important in this deck because it spends so many cards on its discards. And so I thought I wanted to play that, and I was just thinking about how strong Sardine is with its send ability. And then so I'm thinking I want to play this, and I was thinking about the Waterlock being an issue, but really it's just these two cards. So if I don't see any of these cards, which I'm not even trying to, it's just an extender, then the Waterlocks are relevant. And then in cases where I do deal with the Waterlock, where I am still playing the Baron, I put in the Chenning, I cut the whale. So now I have two level 10s I can be making on my first turn. And so I just kind of plan for that instead of making the Baron and Little Knight when I see the Sardine, and the Sardine can come up. And so now we're playing the Searcher spells, for consistency for all the white aura cards, and so that just turns this card. This is like a bunch of Teuses, because the Teus is really just a free water on board. Well, here's 4 copies of that right here, so that's already better than Teus. And then so we're also playing one Sunfish. And the reason we're playing one Sunfish is it's another level 4 we can summon to make a tuner from the graveyard. But then also it just combos nice with either of these cards um, because you're never. I mean, this card's never your priority, but in turns where you can just grab this instead of grabbing Sardine, and you're not waterlocked. I mean, just being able to summon this off of like a Stingray, or even Sardine potentially just goes so hard because it's another 2 level 4s for another rank 4 play. Not to mention that if you open like a mixture of these 5 cards, like 2 of these 5 cards in your opening hand, that's full Pisces combo, because you go send Sardine, special summon itself, and then this will target Sardine, and like yeah, it's a whole thing. So I really like that. I'm sticking with like just the basic 6 knot engine. I also added in the Megalo and Scale. I really did feel like this is important to have in the deck. And the reason I'm playing, I don't know if I have 2 Megalo is correct. But I still like Megalo as a discard outlet. It still triggers your goons. It gets you to your Prince or Diva. I like that you can get the Scale off it, which is another negate, and then it makes your Alacia feel better, especially on turn for your waterlocked. But then the reason I'm playing the second Megalo is because I'm not playing any mermails to search off of Alacia, so I want to be able to have it. I need to be able to have a target in case I'm using it on my first turn, and it's still not bad to have Megalo for turn 1, then Megalo for turn 3, or even use 2 Megalos as you try and break through the board. I've done that a few times. And then it just also gives more search targets for your Dragoons on falling turns. But yeah, so this is kind of what I'm rolling with here. I made a experimental side deck. Really, just even leads are super important. Harpy dust are super important. And then if I wanted to play crossouts, this is probably something of the sort I'm doing. If not this, I'm probably just playing a bunch of board breakers. I also know that there's another card I would want to play. Kraken, for time. So that's probably another card I'd want to put in there. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I do here. Maybe even like that would go, and then I'd put the hard back in. But yeah, so this is it, and I'll just do a quick test hand with it, 1 or 2. But yeah, this just seems well. This is no fun because I didn't open any of them. But I guess what's important is seeing what the end board would look like. So we'll go normal Prince, send Dragoons. Let's see, add Dragoons, and then Dragoons will add special Lapis, I'll go here. And the Ghoti. Oopsie daisy. Banish Pisces, and then Pisces will banish the Ghoti. Special summon Pisces. Affected Pisces. Can add the Sea King. And then banish itself on res. And so looking here, I can get 5 waters engraved. Yeah, I did cut Mulan for a second, and I was just like, Mulan is just too dumb. It's too dumb. It does too much. You have to play it. There it is. And it makes Baron, and it's like it's an extender. It's just an extender, and you can line up the waters so easily. So now we just go this. Oh, so like this just gets so much. Like I really do feel like this deck is so weirdly powerful. You know, I mean, this is assuming they didn't do anything, like they didn't interrupt us at all. But I mean, like look at this, like this is playing with like defense. And how are they gonna know where to like interrupt here? It's crazy. And like at any moment, like instead of grabbing the Mulan, I could just grab like a Megalo if needed. If I needed like the extra buys or extenders in a different way, I don't know. But yeah, here I'd probably just go. If I really didn't use any of these, dude, this goes to the graveyard for sure. I guess unless I wanted to play around Nib. Playing around Nib. This goes. Because I'm probably just playing these 2 cards. Maybe even Call by goes. But not too big of a deal. Special this. And this. And this. And that. Okay. And now we just do basic combos here. Yeah. I saw somebody in chat say that they would go, maybe it's still even worth it, that they would go, or you can go Little Knight, Little Knight here, and banish your Abyss Keeper instead of using the Baron pot for it. I actually like that a lot. But then here's a moment where I Mulan Glaciated them, and so I put 2 cards in their graveyard. I'm most likely banishing one of their cards, and so I can't assume that I'll always be banishing mine because you'll put important resources in their graveyard. Because you can put like a Horus card, like the wanted spell that like lets them draw. I'm sure there's all types of cards, and then there's all types of engine cards that you'd want to banish off this, and they wouldn't be expecting that. And so I think this is probably just fine because this still gets Porpoise, and now I can go double summon like a boss. And make the Dweller. And now I don't actually have enough fishes. That's so crazy. So if I wanted to use this right now, I'd have to go like Dweller. And then I go. I still don't. So it's just I guess that's a late recycle. Well, that's also with like none of the water cards. But yeah, so this is it. There's a combo. And then I would have Baskin on their turn as another pop. So I'll do another. So yeah, 43. Kind of weird. Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh, here's a cool card. Yeah, so we can special this by sending a Sardine from our graveyard. And this will also act as our extender that we need. Oh, it acts as like a double extender too. No, it's great. So Diva here, and this is my first time. I'm still working on these combos too, so I'm kind of learning as I go. Prince will send Dragoons, add Dragoons, and then we'll add. Kind of want to add Mulan here. I can go for, because I can go like here, here. Special Lapis. And no, Megalo's gonna get me scale and Lapis to summon. And then go this. And then I can go banish. Effect of Pisces. We will, yeah, banish one of these. Special. On summon, add the Sea King. And then banish itself. And there's our 5. Not bad. Go here. Go there. This can, yeah. Now that I'm playing the Megalos, I also need to reconsider if I want to play Gaios. That is a thing. So if I'm not planning on summoning a mermail, I can just discard this as cost. I would like to think I'm not. I'm not using that card this game. So yeah, because we need to get a 4 tuner. We need to synchro this off. So I think we're just I don't think we're grabbing this. I think I'm grabbing this. I'm waterlocked because I used the sardines. I need to remember that. I think I want to do something like this. Then I can special this back. Synchro this for 10. Use this effect. Banish it. To search for sunfish. And now I can go sunfish. Target stingray and stingray. I don't think I had some of the stingray from my graveyard. Let's see. You can target 1 level 4 or lower fish monster in your graveyard with the same name as a card you control. Special summon this card, and if you do, special summon that monster. So it looks like cost is just targeting, so like it doesn't have to resolve. I'm gonna assume that's how that works for now. I guess I'm not positive, but it actually looks like we would want to keep that scale because we're gonna go this. Yeah, so that scale definitely stays. But I mean, just look how much this is. You link these 2 off. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. And I have... And I have... Oh, man. I have a Banish Interruption, which I'll get back the minute they banish anything. The minute they banish anything, I can go, like, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Then I have an Interruption, and I have an Omni Negate, and I have a Spell Negate. And then when I get Spell Negate, I get Tricutans back to my hand. I'll be able to declare, discard, and then add, like, Megalo plus Diva. I mean... Oh, not to mention, there's also a neat little trick you can do. If I'm not correct, not incorrect. Yeah, you can send, you can use Totally Awesome and just keep sending this to your graveyard to negate things. So the minute you summon this back and use it as protection, you can just go Toad, Tribute. Like, that's fucking hilarious. And you can do that every turn. But yeah, I'll do one more for funsies. Yeah, so this is honestly looking a lot more favorable than I think the mermails were, just because just because I feel like they play so much better with the Ghoti cards, and I feel like they still serve a lot of the roles that the mermail cards are serving in terms of like getting waters into the graveyard for Arya, and I feel like it helps just allow me to get to the Serpent combo if I'm just opening fish cards. So now I don't need to always open like Prince and Diva. But yeah, so this hand we're normally Prince, Sunny Dragoons, and Dragoons of Grave. We will probably grab a Megalo here. I like that Megalo is able to like add as additional body by like discarding useless waters in my hand, And so like here, I'm able to discard 2 waters, get the Dragoon's Engrave to get to the Lapis, and luckily I did open the Moulin here. So, oh, and Megalo will get my scale. Um, yeah, so I like that it adds like it's still an extender to help you get to full combo. And here, let's see, what's our water count? Our water count's 5. That's actually crazy. So yeah, we'll go Serpent. Serpent will banish Pisces. Pisces will summon by banishing, and then on summon, we'll search for the king, and then banish itself. And we have 5 waters engraved, so we can go Moulin, discard 2, and now I can go and do our keeper special. Sea King. Let's I really want to say we're not using it this turn, so we'll go and we'll discard that. And now we can go like standard expected combo, I believe. This is probably what we're aiming for. I believe we are not locked into waters at all. So get the totally awesome here. Can link off into the Little Knight, and here let's actually banish this because we have another extender here. So what I really want to do is, do I want to go here? No, that's not it. Oh, I know what it is. I see the line. I completely forgot about Purple Boys. He'll special back both my Stingrays. Special them both back. Still not locked in the waters. Right? Yeah. So I can just go Synchro here with one of them. I send back as a tuner. Put the Baron. And then I can even put the Baron up here. And then go special by targeting. Summon this back. That's like not even like really worth it for anything. But I guess that's cool. Really, it's just to get himself on the board then. So really, this can probably be here. This cannot have made it. And this probably stays. Right? Something like this. I don't know. Yeah, so let's work on the deck. Later.